about to speak on my first panel here in Brooklyn at Therapy Wine Bar. We're talking about everything digital and social media. I'm super excited because it's my first one. So, you know, let's go. You ready? Video? It's a video.
I was supposed to say that. Girl. My postgrad in radio broadcasting, which is, well, at the time wasn't digital at all. So yeah, I didn't expect to be in digital at all, and I ended up doing my internship at CBS. And what the personality that I was with, he's a little older, he's like in his 40s, and he wasn't hip to social at all, but he was required to tweet all day and like pretty much just tweet. I think that's all they had at the time. And he just didn't know what to do it, and he was like, yo, you're always on Twitter, you're like a beast on it, like just run TBS's while you're with me. And so that's what I would do. I would start doing the Twitter for TBS whenever I was there. I took over the afternoon, and then I took over the evenings, and I would just tweet all the time. And eventually I ended up getting an internship, another internship. I started my own blog. It was a home decor vlog. It got like popping on Instagram really, really quickly, and I used that on my resume, and people were like, yo, like you understand this, like whatever. So I ended up getting an internship, and then within like a month and a half, I had 3 job offers at the same time asking me to come and do their social media and stuff like that, just because I understood the space from a marketing perspective, but also the user side.
Dope. Real dope. So, Jameer, you brought up a really important word. Whenever you're reading different social media articles, I know I've spent reading them to nauseam. They always say, be authentic. Be authentic. Be who you are. Be true to you.
You've already made it, and it's just about remaining authentic, and having that authenticity is something that can go a long way. Your friends and your family know when you're being authentic. You know when you're being authentic. When you tweet, and it's like, oh, I don't even sound like that. So I've been trying this year to be more authentic and to speak from my heart and to speak from my mind, and honestly absorb what people's feedback has been. Like people like, yo, I like it when you talk hip hop. I like it when you're conscious. The relationship is cool. When you go out to politics, maybe I don't like that as much. And I take that to account. So it's all about being authentic and staying in your lane and knowing your audience.
So I want something that will really challenge your authenticity is money. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I had several deals where I had to turn down because brands, people who are running the brands, they're really disconnected, especially with the generation, the age gap. They don't really understand. They're like, hey, take this product, hold it, smile. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, or keep posting every day. Post this, post this, post this. We'll pay you X amount of dollars, you know? Great amount of money. But does it represent you? And will people call you out for it? Okay? I get called out via DM, via comment. I'm like, okay, girl, you see. You know what I'm saying?
I was just trying to take that check.
You know what I mean? No, I mean, that hasn't happened. But it's like say I wear like a straight wig. I don't really wear that much. They'll be like, oh, so you selling out or whatever. I'm like, okay, but I can't wear a wig. Sometimes I'm like, dang, girl, I want to, put it on. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to check yourself. Know what you represent, what you want to put out there. And even though you are monetizing yourself or your business or your brand, making sure when you are monetizing yourself that it's in line with that and that it's genuine. Right. And people really receive better when it seems like it's in your lifestyle. Snapchat, even though, I mean, it doesn't seem like you can monetize it, money is in Snapchat because it's your everyday, it's a narrative, it's a story. So if people get to your habits and they know, oh, you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you normally have this drink in your hand, that's product placement right there, but that's authentically
It's the
me.
modern day product placement.
If that's your passion and you drive forth that effort and that dedication and you stay in your lane, ain't nobody better than you than what you do.
Right.
Stay there and exude that confidence. So when it means going up to somebody and be like, you know what, man, I admire your work. I just want to let you know that I'm a personality, I look up to you, I want to know X, Y, and Z. Never leave without a little bit of information, business card, and so you can exchange that concept. And always follow. Your follow-up game has to be strong.
How do you kind of navigate those two words? Because you want to please your audience, you don't want to lose them.
That's very true.
But you also want to stay true to who you are as a content creator.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just about people can try to limit you, but it's about not limiting yourself. Not putting yourself in that box. People say,
with my Twitter followers, they're like 69% males, and all they talk about is sports, specifically like basketball and football, music, hip hop, and then comedy stuff. Like, I don't want to talk about all that all the time, and I'm not going to, but you kind of have to ask yourself this question, like, do you want to be authentic, or do you want to just be a people pleaser, essentially? Sure. So I mean, you could always create content for those people, just to like, get them their little shine, make them a little bit happy or whatever, and have them engaged, but stay true to who you are. If you want to create content about something totally different, like I had first started a blog that was home decor. Like, most males don't really care about that, but because I was consistent with it and I continually posted, I was able to find that audience that did care about home decor, and they started coming to me, and so now I have a little bit of a fan base that are into that thing. So as long as you like something, there's somebody else out there that has the same interest, and as long as you are consistent with it and keep going, those people are going to come and be attracted to you, and then you're going to rebuild your whole following. The other people might not stay around. Okay, too bad, bye. I didn't really have your interest, I understand, but you're going to be able to grow your following in a new way, and it'll be authentic to you, and you'll be a lot happier. And even when you're doing the things that you really love, you'll be able to produce better things. Because the second that you don't do the things that you love, like, it's just half-assing it and stuff like that, and that's when people realize that it's not real, right, and it's phony.
Like, you gotta know who you're targeting. So you need to look at your analytics. Of course, you're gonna start your content, but you need to look at the age group. Where the money is at is the 16 to 24.
Mm-hmm. The younger generation.
The younger generation. Black women, you can target them. They make up the buyer thing with beauty products, hair products. The Asian community. All right, the reason why they popping like that is because it's a big audience. So I try to figure out ways to get the Korean, Asian community, because if you're on YouTube, the CPM clicks per million, oh, it's amazing. If you can reach that, if you can get them, you gotta look, like, really dig into your analytics. Be obsessive about yourself, kind of like look at your analytics on Instagram, on YouTube. So I'm looking at the CPMs. Oh, Africa has a good CPM. How can I target Africa? I already come with a niche. I'm dark skin, I wear my natural hair, and it's 4C hair, so it's not the typical curl pattern that you see in mainstream media. So then there's women that wants to see this representation, so then I already kind of gain a following just by being who the hell I am, So find out what your niche is, and then find a way to capitalize on that, and that's what creates content, because you're always trying to solve a problem. If you're a darker skinned woman and you're trying to contour your face, and you need to find a shade that's 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone, that's a problem, especially when it comes to the drugstore. So if I create a video 4 ways to contour your face, pop it. I created a video how to bake your face, and I didn't even say, oh, it's because I'm dark skinned. It's just the picture, you see it. That video got featured in Cosmopolitan. That got featured in Huffington Post. I did interviews about that. I managed to really monetize that video because I put a captivating thumbnail up there. I talk to people because I know certain people in certain places. Because you just never know. It could be the girl that you don't even think they're into makeup, but then they're the writer for Huffington Post, and you're just like, oh, so you do makeup. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know who your audience is, and that's what will derive the content. And then what field you're in, that's what will generate that content for you.
Oh.